Hello to everyone watching this. Good day to you. It is currently June the 7th, 2021. I am here because I feel the need to record this video. I'm not one to publish videos that are unrelated to teaching, but I've woken up twice with a song bubbling up within me, and I feel the need to release this. Now, this has to do with the news, the saddening news we've all heard, or I should not assume everyone has heard, but in Canada specifically, about the 215 graves of the Indigenous children found in BC. So the purpose of this video is to mourn with the families and communities of these children, and also to raise an awareness and a call to action to anyone hearing what I'm about to say and share, please. This is unscripted, and just bear with me. I believe that I need to share a song that has not left me in the past week, plus some basic concepts. I shouldn't say basic, but three main concepts: justice, mercy, and grace, that I have incorporated into a song that's not originally mine, but is known all around the world. But first and foremost, I would like to make this disclaimer. Every life on this planet is precious, regardless of where you live, who you are, how you were brought up, or where you go. Every death is precious and sad. So I'm only using this current news to highlight other tragedies and atrocities and injustice around the world. So if I do not mention your population or your race or your nation, it's not because I elevate anyone higher than the other, but rather let this news right now serve as a beacon for communities, families, and individuals and nations to stand up and take this seriously. We cannot go on being traumatized from generation to generation. There are people who are willing to really help with the reconciliation processes, but the truth has to be disclosed, which is happening. Now the question is, where do we go from here? So with not much ado, the three main concepts: justice, mercy, and grace. What exactly are those? I'm not going to go into legal terminologies or philosophical terminologies or sociology terminologies or ethical terminologies. I just want to use language that is basic for any layman hearing this to understand, okay? And some of these definitions have been borrowed. They're not originally mine, but they've definitely impacted me over years. I would like to say that this is unscripted, if I haven't said that already. You might see my eyes dart around, but it's because I don't know where to look for the camera here. But that's besides the point. Okay, justice. What is justice? Justice is getting that which you do deserve. Mercy, not getting what you do deserve. And grace, getting that which you do not deserve. Think of it as unmerited favor, okay? So why are these three concepts important to understand? I believe in every conflict situation, in every crisis situation, yes, you have the perpetrators and the victims. How do you reconcile all these three concepts? Some might say you don't or you shouldn't, but I submit to you, let us perhaps have a look at these three concepts and see how we can interweave it in the hope that we can move on, heal, and begin the restorative process and healing and reconciliation processes, okay? So the song is called, I'm not quite sure what it's called, but what I know it as is He's Got the Whole World in His Hands, okay? So I do not have the best of singing voices. I'll be the first to say that. I harmonize better when I have people singing with me or someone singing with me. But for this video and at this point in time, it's necessary for me to release this now versus wonder about my singing abilities. But the fact, like I mentioned earlier, I've woken up twice within a period of 1 week, and this song keeps coming up, and as I sang it, the words and lyrics just kept interweaving with this recent tragedy that's been disclosed to the public, if you will. So without much ado, bear with me. Please think of those three concepts: justice, mercy, and grace as I sing. And I hope some sort of wisdom will be imparted as you listen. Here we go. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the little children in his hands. He's got the weeny tiny babies in his hands. He's got the big great adults in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the 215 in his hands. He's got the 215 in his hands. He's got the 215 in his hands. He's got these children in his hands. He is a God of justice. Yes, he is. He is a God of mercy. Yes, he is. He is a God of grace. Yes, he is. He is a loving, gracious God. He's got the 215 in his hands. He's got their families in his hands. He's got their rulers in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hands. So my question is, what will you do wherever you are in this world right now viewing this? What will you do for your community? What will you do for your nation? What will you do for the nations? Nation being, yes, it could be the indigenous population, but it could be the nation as a country. You've seen, you've heard different atrocities across the globe, be it as a result of apartheid, genocide, Holocaust, and other unnamed atrocities that we do not know because maybe the media hasn't shared it or for whatever reason. But now that we do know of certain things being disclosed, what can you do? What will you do? What should you do? We need to link hands together to heal, to reconcile. We cannot tolerate intergenerational trauma anymore. If children are the future of society, healthy families are the future of society. Healthy families beget healthy, wise rulers. But we need to look introspectively. What can we do? Are there some unconscious bias we've had that have been perpetrated from generation to generations? And this question is for both the victims, perpetrators, and the neutral. Each one of us can make a difference. I leave you with, once again, what will you do? Thank you.